I walked in a dream where the world did not speak with words, but fell silent into me. A woman came quietly, as if she had known me before I knew myself. She didn't ask, she didn't explain. She simply took a deep red rope, as thick as a finger, strong as a vow, and bound my hands firmly, gently against my will. I felt free in the very moment I was tied, because it wasn't violence, it was a mirror, my own inner voice saying stop. You are not yet listening deep enough. That rope was redder than blood, warmer than memory, stronger than anything I tried to control. She didn't scream, didn't demand, she simply was. The woman who bound me was perhaps love itself, or the pain I had avoided, or the truth I had been afraid to hear. I struggled, not against her, but against myself. How can something that feels like captivity be at the same time awakening? If I break free, do I lose the message this rope was meant to bring? Because every knot in her hands felt like a memory of something I was not yet ready to admit. I was bound because I had been running for too long, bound because my soul needed to stop, to look into my own eyes. In the mirror that was her silence, the woman looked at me. She didn't apologize, she didn't leave, she stayed. Her presence said, I'm a part of you. I did not find you as punishment, but so you could finally feel what was aching within you, and learn to hold it gently, without fear. And I understood that the rope was not a prison. It was an invitation to take responsibility for my inner turmoil. I sat in silence, hands bound, heart open, no longer struggling, no longer protesting, just watching. I saw how in every knot was my own story, a scream silenced too long, a truth delayed too often. And suddenly I realized that rope was love, not the kind that soothes and permits all, but the kind that calls you to awaken, even when awakening hurts. The woman said nothing, but her eyes said, when you are ready to listen, the world will never bind you again. You only bind yourself when you stop hearing the whispers of your heart. Then I breathed deeply, felt how the rope softened, not because she had loosened it, but because my fear stopped resisting. The knots remained, but their meaning changed. They were now like prayer beads, reminders of the journey where I finally met myself. And when I finally stood, hands still bound, but heart free, she smiled, and for the first time said, you no longer need me as your guard. You are now your own path, go. And I walked, the rope still around my wrist, but no longer a barrier, rather a reminder that the strongest bond is the one I build between myself and the truth.